Okay, so we look at Just Cause 3 at 21:9. All in all, it's a pretty damn good ultra-wide game, with support being relatively good, with only some problems. Gameplay fully supports 21:9, scaling on the sides to show off more of the world, and there is only a small fisheye effect on the sides due to the extended view. However, gameplay is not perfect, with pop-in of some objects, occasionally vehicles, people, but I haven't seen buildings on the very edges. Of course, there is the usual pop-in that the 16:9 version has when it comes to the distance in front of the camera, but I didn't find this to be much of an issue, with the pop-in rarely grabbing my attention and annoying me, so I can't say that it's a problem. The HUD beautifully scales to the sides of the screen. Interestingly, the game lacks a minimap. Funny thing is, I totally did not notice it wasn't there at the start, and for some reason, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it needed one. However, it is strange, and I wouldn't be surprised if people do find it a little annoying, as it is such a staple in most games. But you can jump straight into the main map and use that instead, and I'm sure someone will come up with a mod very quickly. It does mean you get a minimal HUD though, and you do get this lovely unrestricted view into the game world, and the world is very beautiful. Nothing that will win any big time awards, but it is a very welcome increase over Just Cause 2, and certainly makes exploring the map a fantastic time. A quick point to note with the HUD is sniper rifles, when zoomed in, fill both sides of the extra screen space on the left and right with black. There's no Metal Gear Solid 5 sniper rifle issues here, which is lovely. The main map is the same as its 16:9 counterpart, due to the fact that it's the in-game menus, which are all just 16:9 versions, so they're the exact same at 21:9, and they're in these little boxed area things, but you know, it works. And for all the in-game menus, I have no issue with it. Whilst it would be nice to have the main map fill the screen, I couldn't say that I had any real issue with the way it natively works. In-game cutscenes have lovely ultra-wide support. However, the issue here is that they are subject to pop-in on the sides with characters moving into and out of vision. They clearly are designed to pop in just before appearing on a 16:9 screen, and at 21:9 we can see this pop-in, which is pretty frustrating. But it seems to only occur with people. Everything else seems to be fine. So I don't know if this is just an issue that could be patched, or if it's an issue we're just always going to have to put up with. The main cutscenes, these unfortunately are 16:9 with black bars on the sides, and the quality of them is very low, with FPS as well appearing to be stuck at 30. It would definitely be better if they could have been rendered in the same way that the just in-game cutscenes are. The main menu is ultra-wide, and it is very cool. All loading is done before you start the game, and so once you click continue, the HUD elements just slide away and you can just move straight from where you were looking, well, what the image was behind the main menu HUD elements. It's a nice touch, it's a different way of doing it. On the point of the loading screens, they are unfortunately 16:9 as well, with black bars on the sides. Performance-wise, I'm on a GTX 980 Ti, and I stuck everything on its highest settings with anisotropic filtering on ×8, but still would get the occasional FPS drop with big explosions, so I dropped all settings to high instead of very high, and that seemed to get a steady FPS for this recording. The game does have a strong set of graphics options though, so you shouldn't have much issue running it on whatever card you have, as you should be able to tweak the settings to find a sweet spot. It really was to be expected that in huge explosions you are going to get some big FPS drops. The gameplay is currently extremely fun, however the repetitive nature can definitely not be shied away from, and I wouldn't be surprised if I played 10-15 hours of it and then leave it for a while and then come back, in order to not get bored by the explosions and cool physics based gameplay, as bashing the whole game out might get tiresome, but it's a light-hearted game and I am really enjoying it so far. So I hope that gives you some information on how the game runs at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for future info. For any other games at 21:9, head over to my channel. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. Have a good day.
There's a military base. They'll be coming for us. We need to slow their reinforcements. Over.